Oh, what is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and DGen freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. Now, guys, I'm I'm laughing because this is probably one of the best times and worst times to be trying to release anything. It doesn't even matter what it is. If you're in crypto right now and you're thinking about releasing a project or doing anything, it's the best time and the worst time because we got the timeline going just in absolute shambles with this Libra pump and dump scam that just apparently has all of these different insiders, the usual suspects that we've been seeing that have been connected with even the Melania coin. You know, this Libra coin was the Argentina-backed coin that was tweeted by the President Milei, and it's just a nightmare, guys. Like, I'm sure if you haven't already seen it, I don't have to repeat anything. Over the past couple of days, I've been just finding out different things, and if you've been on crypto Twitter, it's just been the worst sentiment since probably FTX. So now we're seeing Solana dump. We're seeing the confidence in a lot of meme coins go down, and now we're starting to see a resurgence back into the into people becoming possible ETH maxis again. So we'll have to see, guys. But welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell. And we're going to get into just some threads, some tweets. We're going to get into the markets. We're going to see how the altcoins are reacting on Bitcoin going down into the $95,000 range. Because if we're looking at Bitcoin, well, that's the wrong Bitcoin. Which Bitcoin do we need to find? Because that was ticker Bitcoin. Let's go to the original Bitcoin and see where we're at. We could not hold a certain level. We broke down. We want to look at the daily here. We broke down off of the 97.1. We go to the 4-hour. You can see here there were some levels that we just could not hold. We couldn't hold that 98. We broke down. That's a pretty good resistance point. You know, we've been kind of chopping around in this range, going from 94, 92, 95 back up to this $98,000, $99,000 level, and just kind of bing bonging, chopping. And it's been kind of a nightmare, because if you think about it, we've just been in this small consolidation range, bing bonging around, and we could get bonged back to the $91,000 range at this point if we can't hold the level of the support at 94, because this was previous support. So if you're looking at any level for Bitcoin to possibly get dragged down, because we don't have very much volume, liquidity isn't there, sentiment's really kind of bad, but it's also still a lot of bullishness for the long term, and also for even just the short midterm for this year when it comes to Bitcoin and everything that is bullish, leading with legislation, with apparent purchases that are going to be across the board with nation states, governments, companies, the United States, 22 states now putting in bills and legislation to be able to set up their own Bitcoin reserves. So it's all bullish, but we have to have some massive shakeouts. So there's always going to be these massive events, capitulations, scams, crime season. And so crime season at an all-time high will get us to have the complete, possible complete shakeout, to where then we get the rotation back into the fundamental altcoins that, we've watched for a long time. Maybe Polkadot, maybe Ethereum, going back, Algorand or AVAX or Cardano, just getting old school, Litecoin. Going back to the roots. I think that's where people are going to start going, is back to their roots, and then whatever coins in that process that they found and started to believe in, like me, during that time of discovering ETH, I discovered XYO and Polkadot and Cardano. So maybe those could just be the ones that we now rotate back into, because maybe that was where we could have been all along. We just have to build patience, because the casino is currently right now is what is happening is the casino is unraveling. The casino and the participants in the casino are unraveling. And so this is pretty apparent that we've always kind of known that the tables are rigged against you. The tables are always rigged against you. I don't know what's going on here. I want to make sure my stream is good. All right. Put a thumbs up in the chat if everything is good, because I want to make sure that my feed is good. Feed good? Is the feed good? My chat just got destroyed. Hold on. Let me see if I can get my chat back. There we go. Yo. All right, sweet. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm sure if you guys have been watching CT, you're part of CT, crypto Twitter, you've seen this guy. This guy just comes out of nowhere, becomes this character and topic of discussion of this person who is involved in the launch of Libra. There's I don't even want to explain it myself. I want you to just go and watch CoffeeZilla's video. That might actually just, to save you the time or save me to butchering all of the fraud, all of the wallets that are connected to paying people refunds for losing money on this token. So insider wallets lost money, and then they were promised a refund if it didn't work out for them. That to me blows my mind. I can't believe that these people call themselves trench dwellers, or that they are part of the community, when they're getting refunds for being a part of a scam. That blows my mind. I laughed. I was like, wow. I don't even think, I mean, at this point, I've been able to now take my losses on the chin and know that I don't ever have considered getting a, quote, refund on my lost investments. No, I earn that myself by getting better, by doing more research, by actually taking profits maybe more aggressively. I don't know. It's up to me. I'm not going to think that I'm going to have this special group of insider people that, oh, just in case I do the wrong click button and get into the wrong scam with these people, that I'll be able to make sure I don't have full losses while everyone else is getting burned, while everyone else is getting buried, or they think that, oh, because these specific people are talking about this, then I'm going to get into it as well. And so it's wild. So you have to know that this casino game is unraveling. It's like the curtain being drawn, but you should have known this all along, and know that when you're playing this game, these people they are 100% like miles before you even see the post or the mention or anything. It's been weeks in advance that this stuff has been planned, and then they put it on our version of mainstream media for crypto, which is CT. So best thing that you could do is to go back to fundamentals, go back to what you maybe believed in and what you gave up on, to then step into the casino. It's like taking hard-earned work, maybe from your savings or your reserves, and then thinking that you're going to go into the casino so then you can triple it, quadruple it, whatever it may be. And that is a very small percentage of people that are able to actually do that, but then most people are going to get absolutely destroyed and burned. So how do you fix that? Well, you make a better long-term strategy and hodl strategy for crypto that is in the years, not in like the matter of like a few days. It's hilarious. I'm using this platform called Good Morning, Good Nights, gmgn.ai, and it's a meme trading platform. And if you hold something for more than 3 days, it gives you the diamond hand emoji. So it only takes 3 days to consider yourself a diamond hander playing with these meme coins on Solana, which is hilarious. That is so funny. That just shows you what the actual timeline sentiment is for people that are coming in here thinking that they're going to get rich quick. And they see these people like whoever it may be, Frank the Gods, Thread Guy, Banks, whoever, or you're putting, Ramsey, whoever you're putting in this category of who you think are the insiders. You see that, and you have more confidence that you will be able to do the same things that they are doing. But in honesty, they do have an edge on you because of the network that they do have, and you could disagree with it or not, and the ethics behind that. You have to then decide what type of character you're going to be in this game. What type of character are you going to be? Are you going to be one that's going to be, do you want to be like that? Do you want to be a quote insider or whatever you want to call it? Or, do you want to create things on your own? What do you want to do? Do you want to start studying more of these projects that you just kind of see big money going into? You could say a lot of these projects have early investors and VCs and coin unlocks, but you know what? All this stuff is on chain. That's what's brilliant, is that at the end of the day, if you really want to do deep research, you can go on chain to every single altcoin, every single project, every single thing, and go hard into it. And you don't even have to do that. Other people are already doing it for you. You can just go and research what other people that are smart on-chain investigators are doing, and then that can weed out a lot of noise of certain projects, and then you're like, okay, this project is going to have a certain unlock at this time, this one is doing this one has to where it can free certain things or whatever it may be, or it's 100% renounced and it's the supply is just up for grabs and it's just an open chart. That's what you would kind of hope for, is that it's like, here's an open chart where everyone at this point is getting, quote, as an even playing field as can happen with when you're exchanging peer-to-peer, swapping and trading on these exchanges or dexes or whatever it may be. But it's getting pretty wild out there, guys. It's getting pretty wild. But we're having fun. Let me know. Did you guys buy any of this Libra coin? The only thing that I've done with the Libra coin was that I tried to short it, and I did. I took a little bit of profits, but then I thought this thing was going to go just to zero, just straight back down to wherever it was listed on exchanges, and it ended up getting manipulated again to the upside, and then going right back down. So I just got. But it was like a tiny little short. So it was nothing crazy, but it was funny. I thought I was going to be able to really ride the thing to zero, and then, of course, the manipulation comes in. Maybe we'll show you guys on the chart. Really, really ridiculous. I was like, come on. You can even see it right here. Here's my short. It went all the way down to here to 26 cents. I could have took profit here. I thought it was going to go to just down here to zero. And then they ran it right back up. So I don't know what's going on with this token now, but I just, yeah. At this point, you could just bet that when these tokens are launching and then they get launched on whatever exchange, they're most likely going to dump because of the futures trading. And then they'll run it to a certain level, which is pretty much right about on support. And then they ran it, and then they bounced it off of the support right up to another level. Crazy. And then ran it right into where I actually originally put in the short, which is at now this point of control. So you can now this is exchanges. Exchange wallets and maybe market makers are doing this. And this is probably the play for a lot of these coins that are eventually launched on chain and then sent supply or bought supply or whatever it is with all of these exchanges, big exchanges, small exchanges. This seems like the big playbook. So I mean, if we start to figure out the pattern here, which kind of seems like we're very close to almost getting it, where there's a specific pattern that happens, and you can see where it's like a coin gets launched futures, small run up, but then mostly a like 60% drawdown over the next like 30 days from when it gets listed on futures, and then they run it down and then they run it back up. It's wild. And it probably makes the exchanges a crap ton of money, because then at that point, you know, liquidations happen, fees, all the stuff across the board just starts to happen, and you get the cascading effect. This Pi network, I don't know if this is the same, because like I had this token in Binance, and I'm not sure if this is the same token, because there was like this airdrop token that I had like a long time ago in my Binance wallet. I'm like, what the heck is this? It looks like this might be it. All right, let's see. 24-hour volume. All right, so right now we're on Morales money. We're looking at what is on-chain trending right now. A lot of it is Binance Smart Chain coins. This is what is trending on. Do we have all chains? Oh, no, it's just on Binance. Okay, so let's go to all networks, and then we'll see what is having the most 24-hour volume. Flork, Solana. So Flork BNB XBT. So a AI XBT Binance version, BNB XBT. This is I don't know if this is the same broccoli. There's so many different broccolis. Smol Pepe. I know Headband was just talking about this. But but I'll tell you what, guys, I'm over Pepe derivatives. I'm over it. I don't want any more. I just want to buy Pepe. And you know which one I'm talking about. I mean, it's just the one that has the highest market cap, the most transactions, the most holders, the most buyers, the most trading volume. I just want to buy that. Maybe I'm being a normie, but I don't know. I feel good about buying that Pepe. Like when I buy that, I buy it on chain. I hold it in my MetaMask, and I call it a day. There's something that I just don't like buying these Pepe, Solana Pepe memes. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm missing out. I'm surprised Headband isn't coming on here right now to be like, blah, blah, blah. You're too slow. You are a normie because you're buying Pepe. Where is he at? But I need the algorithm today, guys. I need the algorithm. I'm announcing something, and it's really like not a big deal, but it is kind of a big deal. To me, at least. I know no one really truly cares unless you care or believe about something enough that you can entice people to then also believe in it. That's kind of how it is with whatever idea you have the enthusiasm, and you have the excitement, and you have the belief, and you put it out there, and you're able to convince people to almost feel that same way. Then it doesn't matter what you're selling. It doesn't matter what it is. Goods, services. Everyone is selling something. Everyone is selling something at a point. You're selling your time, your energy, your effort, whatever your skill is. You are selling something. And so a lot of it is also your perception and how people are perceiving you and all that. So it's really important to take that into account. All right, so this is funny. This is kind of how everyone's looking right now. And everyone's wondering, like, where this guy came from. Like, where did this dude come from? Who is he? What? Where do these people come from? Like, I don't understand where these clowns end up in this network of scammers. Where do they come from? I am genuinely asking this question. I'm not trying to be funny, but where do these dudes come from? I don't get it. It's like there's this other guy that he was the main character in most of the last year's celebrity meme coin rugs. And I can't remember the dude's name, but there's this other guy where every time there was a celebrity meme coin rug, you'd hear that this particular dude, this guy living in Dubai, was like, yeah, I'll help you with that launch. What was his name? Please help me. If you guys could please help me find that dude's name. Okay, he was like, I think CoffeeZilla was found out. He was like, oh, it's this guy. He keeps popping up. Every time there's some kind of launch, he's like, oh yeah, I'll help you with that. I can make that happen. It's like, of course you can. He's like, I'll show you exactly how to do it. It's wild out there. But this is great. I think this ultimately is good. See, I got caught up with all the madness as well in 2023 with all the Ben.eth stuff. That was when, like, there was nothing happening on crypto Twitter. It was NFT crybabies. Everyone was capitulating on NFTs. And then at a point, everyone was like, what do we do? And then it was Pepe. It was ticker Bitcoin. It was all these memes started coming out. We had a meme cycle. Everyone started talking about memes. Then we had this whole Ben.eth thing. That was trending all over that was all anyone was talking about. And so it's funny that there's always moments of capitulation and scam seasons and peak scams. And then everyone finally loses enough to then pivot back in and have to start from ground zero. And what do they then do? They might buy Bitcoin. Highly doubt it, though. These people that go in like this, they don't even own Bitcoin. They don't even own Bitcoin. That's what's crazy. If I were to do a poll, 20% of crypto Twitter owns Bitcoin. And then it's all altcoins and memes. The rest of the 80%. I'm like a 50-50 split. Like I'm pretty heavy Bitcoin, and then I got the rest in alts and memes. I'm probably like a 60, or probably a 60 something, 60, I don't know, 60-40. 60% Bitcoin. The rest in stuff I'm like, come on. What do you guys like? I've told you guys, if you watch this channel long enough, you know what I like. You know what I talk about. I'm very much like old school. Like I like Litecoin and Bitcoin, and I like I like Cardano. I like BNB, I like Dogecoin. Crypto Fart said, market is making me sad at the moment, but Dano brings me a smile. Well, dude, that makes me happy because I know I was being a nutcase this past couple weeks, and I was like a wreck. And then I thought about it, and I was like, if I don't pick myself up, if I don't get myself out of this, then if someone's feeling almost the same as me, then they're just I don't want them to go down even harder. I want you to get back up. Like I don't want you to quit. That's like the biggest, the thing, if I could really speak from the heart and say the biggest thing that I would love to accomplish with my channel is for someone to not freaking give up, to not quit, to just keep going, to get motivated, to have a plan, have a strategy, see where I've like bit the dust and I'm like, I'm not quitting. I'm getting back up and I'm going to come on this live stream even if I feel like I'm in borderline from freaking tears. I'm coming on this damn thing and I'm going to keep going. And so that's all I hope for. Truly, if I'm going to be honest. It's not about the views. It's not about the likes. It's not about the numbers. It's not about that. It's about if even I can just do that for one person watching, that makes all the difference. While all these people are out here scamming, acting, worst actors in crypto ever, in their groups, in their Telegram groups, and in their whatever. You got to find people that are just going to be like actually honest with you. Especially when they've made mistakes and they're wrong, which I've been, oh my God, I've been wrong so many times. And if I don't come to you guys first and be like, yo, then there's no point. There is no point of having this channel. There's like no point at all. I'm doing you and me a disservice. You could agree with it or not. There's different games that you could play in this crypto media influencer game. It's just like, whatever. You got to be you. And if you can be you, and that's what, like, I watched this thing, Alex Hormozy. He was talking about how he's like, you know what? You're not gonna beat the guy that is quicker, faster, has more muscle than you, and do that. You're not gonna beat that guy. You're not gonna beat him. But you know what you're gonna beat that guy at? Being you. He's not gonna be better at being you, and you're not gonna be better at being him. It's just you have to like. It's a different type of game that you have to flip. It's like. It's not like that. No, you have to, you are the asset. You are the asset. And these people don't freaking, yeah, they don't care. Give me a second, be right back. Check 1, 2. All right, I'm back. All right, let's see how many people we have watching, because I'm ranting too much. I gotta stop ranting. I wanted to Ben M. What's the latest? The latest is the trenches. Crypto Twitter is in shambles. People are capitulating. I think ETH is back. I think people are kind of finally going, okay, was Vitalik the one we should have been trusting this whole time? Are people giving up on Solana? Is it the chain's fault? No, it's not the chain's fault. I think that ultimately you can't blame the chain. I think that Solana naturally is going down because Bitcoin's going down. It's not because like all of a sudden now people are just going, oh yeah, Solana to zero because the meme coins are destroying the market. There's so many scams on Solana. I mean, there's scams everywhere. It doesn't matter. It's not a chain. It's open source. That's the thing. You can it's smart contract. You can open source launch technically whatever you want. It's then what you do after that, what determines if it's going to be like a scam or not, or, you know, it's not the chain's fault. It's not Solana's fault. So don't blame Solana. Don't blame the chains. Don't blame the click buttons of the people that are using the chains. You might have a different opinion, but I think that it's not Solana. I don't think it's Solana's fault. They can't stop people from doing this. It's like on PulseChain. It's like, here, PulseChain's open source code. Go use it. Go create. Go add liquidity. At that point, it's up to you. You are buying and selling. You are putting your money in there. You can't blame the chain. You got to blame yourself. If you lose money, it is your fault. There's no one else's fault. You can get mad as you want, but it is your fault if you lose money because you are clicking the button. No one is forcing you to click the button. No one's forced me to click the buttons on the stupid stuff that I've bought and lost money on. I'm not going, and I'm not going to blame. I get mad, but I'm just mad at myself. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm like, what? Like, I'm more mad at me because I'm just like, dude, what? I'm not gonna get mad at someone else or blame the market or blame, you know, I'm just like, it's my fault. I think that's better. Once you get to that point where you're like, okay, I need to just get more mad at myself, because then if you have more, like, and you're just like, then you could probably make a change. Have more motivation to make a change, because you're like, oh my God, dude, how many times can you get rugged before you start to buy more ticker Bitcoin? I only say that because I like the chart. You could bring me any meme, but if you showed it showed me a chart that looked like this. But the thing that I like about the ticker, it's just the lore. I think the lore alone is the strongest lore out of any meme coin besides Dogecoin and with its origin. Pepe's different. Pepe has good origin story, but there's something about the ticker with the backpack and the lore, the connections, the weird synchronicities, coincidences, whatever you want to call them. There's too much weirdness. That's why it allures me so much. Maybe to the point of being a little naive, but hey, I'll take it. Some people had to be with Bitcoin, and look how far it got them. Ironically, this is called Bitcoin. It's the ticker of all tickers. It might be the end game, but we'll see. We're buying both Bitcoins, so that's why we don't feel bad. We don't feel like such a dunce. We're buying both Bitcoins. We're buying two different Bitcoins. So how could we lose? How could we lose if we're buying both Bitcoins? We're buying two Bitcoins, guys. How can you lose if you buy two Bitcoins? Please explain to me how you could lose if you're buying two Bitcoins. I want you to give me the answer. How could you lose if you're buying two Bitcoins? You got Satoshi's Bitcoin, Larry Fink's Bitcoin, Michael Saylor's Bitcoin, and then you got Harry Potter's Bitcoin. You have Sonic's Bitcoin. Speaking of Sonic, I'm noticing some of the altcoins that are really strong right now are the RWA and some of the old tokens, but that have migrated and rebranded. Like we got Sonic, previously Phantom Chain, Phantom Opera. I think this might start to pick up some traction. Like people are going to remember, oh yeah, like we were bullish on Phantom, and then everyone's just been paying attention to all the memes and all the stuff on, you know, on chain on Solana, and also with I mean, yeah, if we're going to look at that, yeah, with Binance Smart Chain now, Kind of a little bit on base. I mean, people have been, they talk about base, but not as much as what people have been talking about just with Solana's just been taking the, because you got the jail stool. I mean, you got all this stuff. You got most, and then the Trump coin, all the meme coins right now that are up for discussion are being launched on Solana. That's why there's so much action happening on Solana, because of that fact. Transaction wise, this is a pretty good stress test on Solana. Like, I'm surprised that it hasn't gone down recently with what has been happening. When it went down previously, not even as much action was happening. So it's a good stress test. And I think that's what Binance Smart Chain's doing right now. They're like, let's stress test, people creating these memes. Like, they have 4.meme right now. And then Pulse Chain is also doing a stress test with meme creation. People were creating memes, but then they have, let me show you real quick. This pump.tires. I'm just going to bring this page over real quick so you can see. This pump.tires. This is the Pulse Chain. Jeez. These freaking people. I swear it. I mean, these people are absolute degenerates. People that make these coins, I mean, if you make something half serious, it's just like, it's the internet, man. These people. So inappropriate. This is why I'm really happy that what I'm announcing today, if you guys will stick with me, because I am going to announce it. I just really wanted to do a regular normal stream of me just like breaking stuff down, talking about price, talking about these coins, talking about the sentiment, how I'm feeling, how I'm keeping true and sticking to my strategy. And then also still keeping a finger on the dial with what's happening around in DeFi, what's happening with these new things. Maybe I'm dipping my toe a little bit in. But truly though, I'm like I said, I'm always gonna hold more Bitcoin than any, altcoin, and that helps me sleep at night. It helps me sleep at night that I know I have some Bitcoin. Because the day that it's $1 million and I had the opportunity to get so much more, but then I just gambled on a bunch of meme coins or held altcoins too long, that's going to hurt. And it's hurt a lot of people from the past cycles where they did do that. They were convinced sold a bag of lies, and then they sold out their Bitcoin for altcoins. And then Bitcoin was the thing that survived like all of the destruction, even the biggest black swan events ever. And then it's still up consistently against everything. And you're like, what did I do? So I'm not going to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. But I do have exposure in these ecosystems, whether it be a couple $100 or a couple thousand, but you always got to have some kind of base, foundation, a strategy, a solid foundation blueprint strategy, and that's mine. So all right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I think we got enough people in here now that I could start to talk about what I want to announce to you guys. If you already looked at the link in the description, you can go into the first link in the description and then start checking out that website. Go check out that website. And then let me see if I can pull up real quick. See, this is what's fun about what I'm about to announce, because there's no opportunities for people to try and like either snipe or scam me or whatever it may be. This is just like I'm doing. It's just a brand. I'm just launching a brand, and it's just the smartest thing that you can do right now is that like launch a brand, and just try and go step by step. And have good people helping you out, or do it by yourself, because then if you do, the best person that you can trust the most is yourself, then build a damn brand. People will come. If you build it, they will come. That's what I'm doing with Dano Crypto. I told myself a long time ago that I'm not coming in this space just to be an influencer. I want to build stuff. I want to make products. I want to do things. I'm a creative person. So This is what I'm here to do. I'm not here to yap at the screen. Just yap at the screen. But I do enjoy doing it. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up this thing. All right, drum roll. Da, 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 da. I wish I had like 1,000 people watching right now, but I wouldn't. I don't even think I wouldn't be able to fulfill the orders. That's how small scale I'm taking this right now. I'm taking it just from the ground up, just ground zero, testing this thing. It's like a test net. It's like I'm test netting this thing right now. Okay. Without further ado, I have created a coffee brand, a coffee crypto brand. And I've had this idea for a really long time. I remember talking to one of the altcoin daily twins at the Bitcoin Miami conference whenever I snuck into the VIP section. And he will vouch for me that I told him about this idea. I said, I have this idea about this coffee. I want to do this with the incentive built around it. I have a roadmap. I have this whole idea broken down, and it just, for some reason, I never could have the confidence to go just try and do it myself. But then, because the nature of how the markets have been evolving, I've learned a lot. Building the channel, building my own kind of personal brand and everything like that with the stream. I said, like, I feel like I've arrived at a spot now that I feel confident that I've been, wanting to do this thing. I have local roasters all over the place around where I live, and I've been a barista off and on for years, and I really enjoy coffee, making coffee, and I wanted to do something like this that centered around the things that I like to do. I enjoy crypto, I enjoy coffee, and I don't really see many people doing this thing. I don't see many people kind of building something that I'm wanting to build here. And I'm choosing Solana, ironically, hilariously, even though there's so much controversy. I see what Pingu's doing. I see what people that are getting support from Solana, like the actual Solana like foundation, or the people that are backing these projects. Like, I want to build something cool here. So I'm going to get into the whole freaking thing about this incentive program. It's not a meme coin. I'm building a incentive program that's built around coffee shops accepting crypto and accepting Beancoin if they want to partner up with me. So if you want to partner up with Beancoin and you're a coffee shop and you want to start accepting crypto, I can help you do so. So it's almost kind of like this is a onboarding mechanism for businesses to then, if you want to be a part of an ecosystem, you want to be a part of the Beancoin ecosystem, then I'm going to have the modalities to do so. And so what it's going to eventually become is almost like a coffee DAO, kind of like my grand master plan would be to have like a coffee DAO setup. But so I'm starting this, like, here's the coffee. I have a special blockchain bean roast, so the blockchain roast, and it's an Ethiopian and Brazilian bean blend. So the Ethiopian, I think it's a Gurchef Ethiopian. I don't remember exactly the type of Brazilian, have to ask the roaster. but it's a really good blend. It's a solid blend. Like you can do a French press, you can do like a pot of coffee. It's a little on the fruity side, so I'm still experimenting with the roast, but I think you guys will enjoy it. But the whole kicker is that the whole point of it is that you buy the coffee and you get Bean Coin as a reward, and so it's all going to be to where portions of this, like the supply, is going to be in a deployer wallet smart contract that whenever you buy, whatever coffee shop is like actually using the ecosystem, there's going to be an incentive program built in where they can, there's going to be an app. You can check the rewards. You can check what other coffee shops are partnered up with it. You can check, like, this is the whole thing. Like, I don't have it developed yet, but here's the thing. Like, I'm going to be pitching this to launch pads. I'm going to be pitching this to people that are real developers in the space, because I see all this stuff happen. I'm like, I see all these memes, I see all this stuff, and I'm like, this stuff is trash, and it's getting millions of dollars of liquidity and all this stuff. And I'm like, and I've had this idea for like the past freaking 2 years, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, why am I not talking about this? Why am I not working on this and wanting to do it? And it's like, at a point, you got to just say, I got to go for this, and I got to do it. So this is why I'm just like, I can't wait any longer. It's been driving me crazy. So here it is, guys. It's the whole idea is Bean Coin. There is a token, but there is no liquidity. The token's not launched. I have minted the token, but so you go to the website, you can see here, until our coin is launched, you can just watch the Pepe chart. So I thought that was funny because I like Pepe. So you can watch the Pepe chart if you'd like. But go to the website, say, welcome to the world of Bean Coin. To wake up with coffee and crypto, Bean Coin is rewarded for every bag of coffee purchased. So we're just testing it out right now. We literally are going from the ground zero, guys. So we have a very, very limited small batch of this coffee right now. 25 bags. I only have 25 bags. So you could be the first 25 people to get your bag of coffee straight from me, but you can actually buy it with crypto already. So I'm using a service that I really like. I found a good service to basically take crypto payments. And so when you click on this link, it's going to bring you here, and you can see that you got the Bean Coin blockchain roast. And you can also buy it with just a credit card as well. But I'd suggest like testing out, like if you want to connect your wallet, you can buy it with crypto. You can buy it with Solana. What's really cool about this service is that eventually, whenever I contact them, this Helio, I'm going to partner up with Helio, and you will be able to buy it with Bean Coin. So then you'll have Bean Coin on this list, and then if you are just have Bean Coin, then you can purchase the coffee. So this is what I've had this freaking idea for so long, and I'm really excited to just kind of get it out there. And you guys are the perfect people, test market, to do this. And so, yeah, let me know what you think. I'm putting it all out there. We're building this from the ground up. So make sure you go to the Twitter. I think the X handle is really good. It's at ticker Bean Coin. And if you notice, like, I hope that no one just freaking destroys me and just like freaking launches some other Bean Coin or something like that. So here's the deal. There's no coin or idea or anything like this on the market right now like this. That is a fact. So that's why I think could be something very simple to rally behind, because people like coffee. Here's the thing is that the coffee for so long has been a dominant commodity and a thing that we drink on a daily basis, and there's a lot of culture around it. There's a lot of money around it, and so I think it's just a no-brainer. And if you're familiar, that El Salvador has their Bitcoin lava roast that Gosh, help me. God, what's his name? Why can't I think of the Bitcoin maxi guy's name who is the El Salvador maxi guy? Why can't I think of his name right now? Oh my Lord, help me. How many people are even watching to help me right now? What is that dude's name? Oh my gosh, why can't I think of his name? Either way, El Salvador has a Bitcoin lava roast. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I gotta get going. They lit a fire. So we're gonna have some shirts, we're gonna have some stickers, some espresso self. Yeah, Bukele, but God, what's his name? The Bitcoin maxi guy. Why can't I think of? I'm just blanking on that dude's name. All right, so I think this is going to be a really good product mechanism of onboarding. I think it can accomplish a lot of things. I think it can get coffee shops bullish on crypto if they're not already accepting crypto. It helps them set up their own Solana wallet or a wallet in general. Maybe they end up on Solana first and then they go to the next chain. Maybe they do multi-chain. Maybe I'm starting on Solana and then eventually we're multi-chain because of how big this incentive program ends up becoming, and maybe different launch pads. And so this is how I am going to go into this idea, is that it can grow massively. It's so funny. I have a group of spectators outside my office right now. There's a bunch of eyes peering in. So funny. It's funny. I have a really nice office, but it's a double doors with a bunch of, which like you can see right through them. So if I'm in here doing a live stream, sometimes I see a bunch of kids' eyes from the neighborhood. But I'm blessed. I'm blessed that I live in a neighborhood for my kid to run around cul-de-sac style, old school. It's how I grew up. So, all right. So let's get into the weeds here. So here's the kind of the manifesto here. Beancoin is a pioneering cryptocurrency project designed to revolutionize the global coffee industry by creating the world's first coffee incentive program built on blockchain technology and meme culture, because that's where we're kind of born from. So Beancoin aims to establish a decentralized global network of coffee shops, which is part of the roadmap, is that we want to eventually have these coffee shops be partnered up with each other through an ecosystem. And in the best way, I mean, we do want to have a team of people, because we're starting this literally by myself. I have no other people helping me with this. It is literally only me. No one's helping me with this. Who's the insider? I'm the insider, guys. It's just me. So, by the way, so if you want to be involved in this, you'd be the first freaking one that would be involved. So there's no freaking insiders, guys. It's just me. It's just a dude trying to make something. Just so you know. So through Beancoin, customers can purchase coffee. Simple. I have a product. I'm selling something. I'm not just launching a freaking coin. I'm selling something. I want to build an application, an incentive program built around coffee. And you can earn rewards. So there'll be a smart contract when it's developed. Right now it's going to be very archaic. It's going to be like, people buy the coffee, I get their address, I'm going to send you Beancoin. It's that simple. And right now, because there's no liquidity, it doesn't matter. I can still send you the token. So when you buy the coffee, when these bags sell out, so hopefully however many people are watching, like you went on the website and you already bought a bag, that would be cool. Show me that I'm not literally talking to air and to the vapor, that I'm actually talking to people who support like people that are trying to make stuff. Please show me that exists. Okay. And you can participate in a vibrant community of coffee lovers. That's the, so we're trying to build a nice little ecosystem here of people who love drink coffee. I'm actually drinking the coffee right now. I made it into a latte. And that's when I'm noticing I've made it in a French press and I've made it in espresso. And so far, the espresso is pulling the nicest flavor notes. The French press, it's a bit fruity on the French press. A little fruity, maybe a little acidic. You might be into that. So if you're into that and you wanted to get real fruity notes and maybe get the chocolatey kind of nutty stuff with the Brazilian, then you might want to do like a pour over or something like that, V60. If you're doing a pot of coffee, go less on the amount, a little less. You don't need as much with this one. But yeah, espresso, if you're into espresso, this one does espresso really nice. But this is limited batch though. We're going to keep experimenting. We're going to do different roasts, but ultimately the idea is there. Once we dial in a really good one, might take 3 beans because sometimes the best blends have about 3 beans in them, and we're going to dial it in and see kind of where we can go with that. And we're going to work with our roaster, our secret roaster. And we're just going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. Now it's going to be fun to talk about our own crap. I'm get tired of talking about all these coins that and ultimately end up not going anywhere, but not the ones that, I'm the new coins, new launches. You know what we talk about. We don't have to get into it. We're in the damn shirt. But I'm going to be very excited that I can just push my own stuff. I'm like, hey, buy my coffee. And if you could help me in launch pads, say you're connected with an amazing launch pad, that would actually help tremendously, because then that could help just leapfrog this thing into the ether, and my idea can really go somewhere. So I think this is a good idea. I'm putting it out here right now, and I the only thing that I'm afraid of is that someone's just gonna rug pull me and try and do this same thing that I'm trying to do right here and be like, oh yeah, but if someone is thinking, man, this is a really good idea, and you have the means and the connections and the network to like make it go, dear Lord Jesus Christ, I'm praying, can you make that happen? All right, so let's keep going down the rabbit hole here. All right, so we do have a white paper. I break down everything in the white paper. It's pretty simple. This white paper will be updated, and you'll know when it's updated. I'll say this is, I'll update the different versions. I'll say that was the version 1 roadmap. But pretty much it's going to stay pretty intact to what we have here right now. So, like I said before, Beancoin is a pioneering cryptocurrency project designed to revolutionize the global coffee industry. So, by creating the world's first coffee incentive program built on blockchain and the meme culture, Beancoin aims to establish a centralized global network of coffee shops. Through Beancoin, customers can purchase coffee, earn rewards, and participate in a vibrant community of coffee lovers. And so we're going to be leveraging Solana's high-performance blockchain, but we're also up to using different, we want to do this on Base. I think Base is going to be a massive onboarding, opportunity. And as much as Jesse Pollock has been saying, hey, I'll help any of all these people. I'll help you build if you want to build on Base. Bro, I have messaged you 10 times. If you put your money where your mouth is, if you want to help people build, reply. These people out here are getting money for like just a meme coin with a JPEG, nothing attached to it at all, no roadmap, no nothing, just a website and a ticker, and they're getting money. So let's go. So at this point, I'm open to any chain who wants to support this. You want to support this idea? I'm up for it. All right, so the global coffee industry is huge. It's valued like at over 100 billion. It's massive. It's one of the biggest commodities in the entire world. And obviously, with the rise of cryptocurrency and the pivot that we're going into, with everything being digital, everything's tap to pay, everything is going like that. Eventually, now we're having banks being able to custodian crypto. We're seeing all the things kind of going towards how we went from analog to digital. It's going to be the same thing when it comes to these tokenizations, real world assets, tokenizing things that are already existing as rewards programs. Companies are already thinking about this. They're already going this direction. So this is why the vision of Beancoin is to where we have a whole world of coffee enthusiasts seemingly purchasing their favorite beverage with the cryptocurrency while earning rewards and supporting the local coffee shops. So it's kind of like a modality to where it doesn't matter where you are, you have an opportunity to earn rewards and potentially use this modality to build up a pretty unique kind of ecosystem. And so, the goals is to be that we can actually empower coffee shops to provide decentralized platform to accept Beancoin and other cryptocurrencies too. Maybe show them that they can also accept stable coins and ultimately potentially reducing their fees from transactions through the POS systems that are running, Visa, MasterCard. They take a big cut. They take a big cut with doing all these credit card transactions and these debit transactions. And think about when shops and all these businesses start to think, wow, I can start taking stablecoin, and then also I can take Beancoin, convert it, just like convert it right to a stable or whatever it may be. Like there's so much to unpack here that we're so early. I don't think you understand how early we are. So then the other goal is to reward the customers, enable earning through purchases, promotions, community participation. So we'll do giveaways. We're going to do airdrops. Like it's going to be a really cool opportunity to just be into something that's just different than what's kind of going on right now, which is great. This is why I think it's like the best time and the worst time to release this because of what's happening right now. So eventually we want to have the Beancoin wallet. So the Beancoin wallet would be integrated with the partnering coffee shops, allowing customers to store, send, receive tokens, tracking the rewards, accessing exclusive promotions. That will be something that will have to be built over time. The smart contract mechanism will be kind of where we have an automated system of reward distribution, which will also auto manage the ecosystem operations, ensuring transparency. They're basically like, once I actually get backing with this and I'm able to launch the incentive token, I want to do it correctly. So there's no like weird, there's no funny business. I want to make sure it's done right. Like I want to make sure, because I need a supply to be able to give to people for the actual rewards and for the incentive program. I need a supply to be able to be in a deployer wallet that when it does the thing, it sends it to the person. So it's just like auto. And that's ultimately the goal, is to have that to where it's deployed. Then almost like 95% or more of the supply would be burned in the liquidity pool. And then the rest of the supply would be to be able to deploy the rewards and do all of that. And there would be no like team out. I don't know. There'd be no like allocation that would be, in my wallet It would just be all sent out, and then basically what I would have to do to be fully just like out of like people thinking that I like have a bunch of supply and I'm gonna like dump the supply. So I would have to have completely all the supply out of all my wallets, have like a multi-sig, and then I would have to just buy the token myself. I would just have to be like, well, I just have to buy the token myself on the open market. So that's what'll be so funny about this whole thing, is that like I'm gonna have just as much of any chance as anyone else. So, because the way that I want this to be is just like it has to be a sound ecosystem that is built upon the rewards ecosystem and the smart contracts and the app, and this like it's a rewards token. So it's not I don't think that it doesn't deem it a security. It's not like there's no intention. And I have all this the disclaimers in here. I have it properly disclaimed where it's basically, yeah, it's not a damn security. It's an incentive reward. So so I don't think it constitutes it that you are making an investment money off of what is a reward token. That's what is interesting about it. So phase 1, launch Beancoin token on Solana, fair launch model. Develop and release the Beancoin wallet. Onboard however many coffee shops we can get to do this dang thing. Introduce the Beancoin branded roasted coffee, which we now have checked marked one of the things on the roadmap. Initiate the community engagement through social media events. Now, this is what we're going to be doing. If you'd like to help out, if you want to be a part of the Beancoin social media team, please contact me, because I'm going to need like a street team of people to make videos of them drinking the coffee. You know, like maybe you buy the shirt, buy the sticker, I don't know. Build some buzz around this thing, because I can only do so much. It's already tough with the algo. It's already massively tough with the algorithm. So yeah. Okay. Pretty soon, we're developing this. As you can see, we're developing our own chat. So we're gonna have a Beancoin coffee chat in here. We just have to have it linked up. We're developing it ourselves, but you'll be able to come in here, listen to some jazz music, and chat with each other in here pretty soon. We're gonna make it fully custom. But yep, pretty simple. Pretty nothing crazy here. But I think it's a great idea, and I hope you guys like it. Got kids running around. All right, guys. Well, now that there's chaos ensuing in the background, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Do what you will. Test me. Fill the orders. I only have so many of these, and then I have to get a new batch. So yeah, I got people banging on the doors now. All right, guys. Thanks for giving me your eyes, ears on this idea. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified. And I will post this link in the chat here. You guys can check it out. And yeah. I am just shooting the shot here. That's all you can do, guys. And I hope this inspires you to just go for whatever idea that you have, because you can talk about something. You can talk about something all day. Talk about it. Talk about it all day. You can talk about it until your head falls off. But you know what? Until you do it, until you just take the leap and you make something, make it happen, make it physical. This has been in my brain for 2.5 years, and it's been driving me insane. And now I feel free. Now I feel free. You know what will free you from your depression and your sick slumber? Make the thing. And I'll leave you with that. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Get ready to hear about this every damn day. Bye-bye.